Hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday. I hope you're all having an awesome time, and I hope the stream is working. Can you let me know in the chat if it's working? It looks a bit weird on my end. But anyway, for everyone in the UK, I hope you're okay. We're having some storms just now, which is a little bit crazy. Yeah, looks like we're working. Cool. Yeah, so if you hear anything, it's windy and rainy and horrible outside, so probably be hearing that. Today we're going to do the how much does a lazy Etsy seller make, and go into how much I made last month in YouTube as well. And the reason I call myself a lazy Etsy seller, I actually had someone last week ask in the comments if I could do a video on what I do in my day-to-day running of my Etsy shop. And I just want to explain just now, that's an awesome idea for a video, but unfortunately it's a terrible idea for my video. For me, because what tends to happen once you get, now I believe this is the case for many people, once you get to a certain level, it's almost like you're not working on your shop anymore. It's got its own momentum, which is why I believe you get so many people that complain that their sales have suddenly died, their shop suddenly died. And that's because we get to a level where you're answering customer questions, you're packaging your orders, you're making your sculptures or whatever, but you're not making new listings, you're not working on your SEO because you don't have time to. And then eventually it'll get to a point where that momentum kind of dies out and there's going to be a crash, and I'm going to have that as well. So at the minute I couldn't do a video on what I do in my shop because I don't do much. I do listings and things when I'm making videos to test things, but in general, pretty lazy about it. So it's kind of a bit rubbish to be able to make a video on that. Right, now, other things I want to talk about. I've got a couple of things for the needle felty people. I have got up to the makers monthly subscription boxes because I thought that would be fun for us to do a monthly project, and we'll do the first one next week, which is the Highland Cow box, which is from last month. I'm a little behind with everything, so if anyone wants to felt along with a Highland Cow, that'll be pretty basic supplies, I think, apart from they use some air dry clay. But other than that, it'll be some pretty basic supplies if you want to make a Highland Cow, Highland Coo. And from that, once a month when the box comes in, we'll do a wee project together. So that's good. If anyone is getting the monthly makers subscription boxes, then you can join in. If you're not, you can watch, and I'll be here chatting away. So if you have any questions on anything, anyway. But that's just something different I wanted to do. Losing my voice already. I am working on a new needle felted video. Let's see if you can guess what it's going to be about. I'm so excited about this. So doing my best. It's not quite a tutorial because, well, as you can probably see, the little bits of green on his ear. I'm, rather than me having figured out a finished product and showing you a tutorial of how to make it, I'm showing you the step-by-step of how I make a new thing. So all the warts and all the mistakes, all the times I have to trim and fix things. But yeah, this is the start of this little guy. Kind of happy with how he's turning out so far. Hit the mic. Sorry, that's very professional. And also, I decided to have another go. Well, cats to create are rather difficult, so I've had some more orders from cats. I've been making this little guy, which I just have to do a little tweak on because I'm not happy with his nose, but working on cats. But I really wanted to up my game with the cats, and I was recommended this book, so I'm going to be working through it and let you all know what I think of it. But for a first look, here is a new book I've treated myself to, which is Needle Felted Kittens, and I just have to show you guys some of these pictures in here. I'll just do this for just now. where's what? I can't even see if you can see. My screen's gone. Yes, you can see. These are needle felted. That is adorable. So I don't know if I'll be as good as that, but I'm gonna work on learning cats some more. So that's things that are in the pipeline. All right, let's check the chat, and then we'll get into the meat of our video, which is going to be how much money does this lazy Etsy seller make. Heart and Soul Creations, happy Sunday for Virginia. Hi there. Mum's here saying it's working. Thank you, Mum. Catherine, hello. Lily Trees in the house. Hello, Pam. Hey, everybody. Javier, happy Sunday, cold and rainy in North Spain. Oh, yeah, it's pretty vile here. I had words with the dogs and they agreed we're having a sofa day today. So because it's so windy and noisy, the dogs are a little more unsettled than usual. Well, I say that, but Ben's actually snoring just now. Let's embarrass the poor boy. Yes, Ben's all curled up and snoring. But they are a little more disturbed than normal because of rain. Oh, it's just woken up. Sarah, hello there. Dimitrova, hi. Sorry, I'm rubbish at names. Shafki, is that better? Hello. And Margaret, hi there, glad to see you back. Yeah, sorry for everyone that missed. I said 2 weeks ago I wouldn't be doing last week, but I forgot to do any other announcement. So sorry anyone who was was waiting on me last Sunday. I meant to put an announcement as a reminder that I wouldn't be doing a stream, but I lost track of time. Sorry. Barbara, good morning. We have heavy wind here too. Oh dear. Lily, thank you. Adorable. Susan, good morning from Chicago. George and the Rocks is in the house. Good day, George. Right, let's see if I can get these stats. Oh, before we do, as always, do you think now? People have been complaining. There's always a lot of complaints, but different people, quite a lot of shouting that January's been really slow for them. That's Ben scratching if you can hear it. January's been really slow for them. So let me know, do you think my January will be up or down on last year? What money am I going to have made in January? Bearing in mind I was ill for a week or two in January, and I did nothing, literally. I did the work. I work for E-Rank, for those of you that don't know. So I did the work I was doing for E-Rank, but I got up in the morning, I went on the computer for half an hour, and then slept for 3 hours, and then went on the computer for half an hour. It was bonkers. So that was the only thing I was able to do. So at least a week of not being able to do a thing. So let me know, am I going to be up? Am I going to be down? Am I going to be about the same? And I'm going to predict right away, right now, for February, it is not going to be anywhere near as good as last February, because last February was viral hit. It went super good. So Margaret is up. George on the Rocks up, and tons of money. Love that. Donna, my January was extremely well and just dropped off about 3 days ago. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, people are commenting different things. The way my sales work, it's never steady enough for me to be able to say, oh, I just dropped off the charts like 2 days ago, because I can get like 20 orders in a day and then no orders for 3 weeks, and I can still have an awesome month. So yeah, that's how mine goes. Heart and Soul, your January was incredible, up from last year. Awesome. And Javier has drawn us a graph going up the way. Brilliant. Right, let's grab the screen. Everything looks okay. Yep. So my visits actually decreased 21% on the same period last year. However, I switched the ads off. I had ads on last year. I don't have ads on this year. So that could very well explain it. But when we look at the two graphs, there was a bit of a peak at the start of the year, at the start of the month. But overall, that looks pretty similar. Let's actually jump in. Well, the advertising, I had one stray advert view. Don't know how that happened because the ads have been off. So it's down 99%. Shame they don't tell us what the actual number was, do they? Nope. I'd like to know the actual number. Okay, but down 21%, and the orders actually increased 10%. So that's actually good. I'm taking that as a good thing, that I've got less visits but more people are buying from the people that are visiting, so it's more targeted. So I think that's going to tell us the conversion rate is up 39.6%. It doesn't mean much. I mean, my conversion rate is 0.5%, which means for every 200 people that visit the shop I can expect one sale. So that's fairly dismal, but it is what it is. And my revenue for the month is up 71%. I am super chuffed with that. Like I say, I've been ill on the sofa for half the month, so January was awesome. £500 on the button and 71% for no work. I'm super happy with that. And as you can see, I get sales and then nothing, and then a chunk of sales and then nothing. So that's just how things work with my shop. Catherine had an extremely busy January, and is continuing so far into February. Awesome. I like hearing people. I don't like hearing people aren't doing well. I like hearing people are doing well. But that's going to be the thing on Etsy, on anywhere in retail. Some people will be up, some people will be down. Javier, yeah, less visits and more sales. Yeah, that's exactly what you want. It's more money for less work, really. So yeah, absolutely perfect, I think. And let's dive into some of the stuff here. How shoppers found you. Now, I just want to. A lot of people still don't know what all these things actually are, which you can just click this button. So let's click this button. Click this link. Just to cover what all the things are, because yeah, Etsy's breakdown of traffic sources is rubbish, let's be honest. So Etsy search, that makes sense. Visits from people searching on Etsy. It doesn't include Etsy ads and promoted listings or search traffic in the Etsy app. So people who are searching on their phone, which is a large amount, more and more people are using their phones. So you can look and see Etsy search, I've only got 151 visits, 151 visits in the month, which is still not bad, but you know, you're thinking all the work you do on SEO, is this really helping? It's more than that. There's probably at least the same again coming in the app. You can also see what search terms people are using to find your listings. I would kind of dispute you'd been able to see what search terms, because when you look, yeah, you don't get much information there. Etsy app and other Etsy pages. Visits from people browsing the Etsy app or on pages in Etsy.com, excluding search. App pages include visits to your listing or shop through any page of the app, from search, favorites, Etsy ads, and clicked in the app. Other pages on Etsy.com include category pages, the home page, editors' picks, favorite, forums, and more. So I just want to say as well, that's partly your SEO as well. It sounds daft, not just the app bit, when they're talking about like the home page, and category pages as well, editors' picks, favorites. Now, firstly, obviously, favorites on the home page, you look at it, it'll show you what you last looked at. It'll show you things that you might be interested in. And so if you've been searching for certain things, or if you often buy certain things, Etsy on the home page is going to show you things that it thinks you're going to buy. So if as a seller you're aware of what people are searching for, what's coming up and popular and is relevant for your shop, if you're making listings, it doesn't just mean you'll turn up in search. You might be recommended by Etsy. They say this person's super into cross stitch. Here, this is a cross stitch shop you might like. So you've discovered that people are absolutely in love with Red Panda cross stitch kits. So you make a Red Panda cross stitch kit. You might not show up on search, but you might be shown on the homepage to some people. So your SEO still helps there, if that makes sense. Etsy marketing and SEO. This is visits from traffic through Etsy funded marketing or search engine optimization to drive more traffic to your shop from external channels. So yeah, this is Etsy paying. It's like Etsy paying for the Google ads. It's Etsy paying to be seen on Google more. It's Etsy working on its own SEO so that when people search for things, we show up in Google Shopping, we show up in Google searches. Some of our Etsy shops will show up in like Google image searches, so it gets us seen more. That's really awesome. Social media, I think we all know what that means. Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, and other social media websites. Advertising, Etsy search and on Google doesn't include ads on the Etsy app, which is so annoying. All app activity is included through the Etsy app and other Etsy pages. And direct and other traffic is visits from people who typed in your shop URL into the browser, bookmark your page, clicked a link in an email, can't speak, instant message, blog, news article, or any other website that sent traffic to your shop. So there you go, that's what those are. And anytime, I don't remember them all, so you just click on that whenever you need to remember. Sarah says you're doing great, thank you so much. Margaret, yeah, sorry, I can never say anyone's name, sorry. One of your orders is mine. Yep, absolutely. I'm working through a massive pile of orders, but yeah, it's awesome and I'm looking forward to get to it. Oh, your name should read Margaret. Okay, I can do that. I can do Margaret. That's cool. Xavier, whatever. See, can't do it. My conversion rate is 1.6%. That's awesome. Less than the year before, but can't complain. Had more visits than last year. I actually have just written a video on that. And basically, if your visits are way up, then you could be seen for like broader search terms. You could be seen from different places in social media, so your conversion might drop slightly, but it's not a bad thing. So yeah, it's totally good. Vilma, hello there. Hello everybody. Right, so let's have a look here. Excuse me. In fact, did I look? We didn't look here properly, did we? So the views are down, so we know it's mainly going to be from advertising. But the Etsy app and other Etsy pages are down 59%, and Etsy search is down 43%. And again, that's going to be January last year. I still had a large number of listings. I'm not sure, it wasn't about the 400, it was maybe about 300 listings, and I'm down to about 40. So that does make a difference, but I'm a little bit more focused. Etsy marketing and SEO is up, this is fantastic, 636%. So Etsy's doing a good job, and also because I've worked harder on my listings to be a little more Google friendly, my titles are shorter. People say title length, you still want to go long and spammy. So I'm bringing in, I'm more attractive to Google, so when Etsy's doing its marketing and things, it's bringing in more views for my shop, so I'm happy with that. And direct and other traffic is down 55%, but social media is up 60%. So basically most of my views were coming from social media and Etsy marketing and SEO. And my top listings again, so here it is this guy, this black cat bookmark, every time, nearly 1,000 views. Now, in context, I don't think I've mentioned this for a while, the average listing on Etsy gets 1 view per day, so you would expect January 31 views. Anything that gets over 31 views is doing above average. I know that sounds terrible, like everybody wants more than that, but that's the kind of average. So this little fella is doing amazing. And the other thing, you know, it's only got 6 favorites but 3 orders. It's got a high conversion-y thing from people that favorite it. People are more likely to buy than favorite almost. So yeah, done good there. Second place is this little guy. He's usually quite high up, so that's good. Little one that's usually high I'm not seeing on this page, so we'll have to look into it. This is interesting because this was a listing I just made for a customer who was asking about the possibility of 3 dogs. It's a very minimalistic listing, to say the least. As you can see, the title is next to nothing. There's very little in the way of tags. And it's getting some good views. Let's have a nosy. Where are these coming from? So yeah, this is really picked up towards the tail end of the month. It's not sold, but it's going to take a while because this listing's like over £200 and they don't convert so well. People have to look a few times before they commit to that amount of money. So you can see, yeah, that is a really interesting graph. And my views are coming from Google, they're coming from the search engine, which is awesome. But yeah, nothing from social media. It's not getting favorites. That is super interesting. Can't get the breakdown further of that, which is so annoying. But yeah, it's always interesting to dig into the things. And yeah, also if we do, let's jump into the social media and you can see, I mean, that is crazy. Oh, Etsy, can you count? Yeah, yes, it does add up. I wasn't sure there. So Pinterest has the vast majority of the views there, like a crazy amount. And I do no work on Pinterest. I do work on Instagram. I do work on Facebook. Nothing on Pinterest. I really should work more on Pinterest, that's telling me. And yeah, let's look at the black cat. So yeah, 755 views in a month. This is defaulted to last 30 days. Stop it, Etsy. Stop messing me about when we're live on air. Let's go there. Apply. Yeah, so even better, 800 views. And a few sales, but yes, the majority of stuff is coming from this is the Pinterest bar. This is absolutely crazy. It doesn't show the breakdown particularly, and then the app and a little bit from search. So yeah, crazy. Coral Bay, hello, I've watched for a while, thought it was about time to say hi. Thank you so much for saying hello. That's awesome to meet you. G Morgan is lurking themselves as well. Hi there. And Demetria, hello everybody. Hello. Where did we get to? Yeah, so just gonna dive in, because again, this is interesting that this little guy is getting a load of views because it's not been up high in my views in the past, so that's interesting. And there, that's the one I was looking for. This guy usually does really well and it's above average, but yeah, I'm gonna have to dive in and check out this one because it's not doing as well as it used to do. Yeah, so yeah, it's mainly coming from the Etsy app, but yeah, that's something I need to dig into. And that's what to do. Don't check your stats every single day, but when you do, like doing what I do monthly, just have a check through, and then you get a feel of what's your most popular listings, what's normal. I mean, obviously it's up and down every month, you know, January's nothing like November, but I still get a feel what's growing, what's fading. Can I find out why? Can I dive back in and make that listing awesome again? So you're keeping the finger on the pulse, but you're not. It's basically navel gazing. Quite a lot of people are on several times a day checking their stats, going, my stats are down for the past 2 minutes compared to last year. It's like, just seriously stop that. But yeah, if you check it monthly, then you've got the finger on the pulse enough. And I know if you have bills to pay, been there, done that. I totally understand that it's hard to sit and wait, but there's nothing much you can really do on a minute by minute basis. But yeah, that's what we had there. Just checking the chat. Oh, Catherine, Pinterest sends me hundreds of views for very little work. Yeah, Pinterest is awesome. I am working more on it. I've learned how to do like a brand account, and I'm learning how to make fancy pins and all sorts of things, but we'll come to that. And also, for those of you who haven't seen, eRank is giving some Pinterest search terms. Should we go into that? Hang on, I'm going to dive to my face first of all. I'm going to get eRank. I'll just, if you haven't seen this yet, eRank. This is just so I open up the right things. Right. Oh, going slow. Right. So, if on eRank we just go into the keyword explorer, I just look at wedding ring because it's a fairly generic little term. And processing. They always take forever when you're doing something live. My computer decides to be super slow. And if you guys aren't on eRank, I'm going to have a super exciting announcement of really cool things that are about to turn up in eRank, and a cool tool. If you haven't already heard, if you go into the eRank Facebook group and look at the videos, the live video that Anthony did last week will give you an idea if you don't already know, but I'm keeping quiet about it just now. Okay, so we actually get Pinterest data as well for these kind of keyword terms, so you can get an idea. There we go. You can get an idea of how things are doing on Pinterest, which is pretty cool. So you can actually do some keyword research for Pinterest, which I love. So yeah, that's handy too. I can even click on the Pinterest button if everything's working. But yeah, so because Pinterest, unlike the other social media, Pinterest is more of a search engine. Pins that you put up 5 years ago can still drive traffic. So it's a really good idea to do some keyword research. Now, the Pinterest data is going to become a Pro Plus feature on eRank, but we've got what it says temporary access until December. We've still got temporary access just now, so you can get in and use that just now. But yes, so it's telling you, showing the how wedding rings are searched for on Pinterest, and we can get ideas for keywords. So that's that. Veronica just popping in to say hi. Oh, hello, really good to see you. Oh, seem to be rattling through stuff today. I can dive in to my YouTube, and we can just look at that as well. So onto the screen, and I could compare to this time last year, but it's a little bit more awkward. But in January I had 30,000 times my videos were watched. This is a little bit lower than it's been in the past, but again, I was sick. I didn't do anything there. So YouTube is like I say, Etsy, when you're not doing things, it can still plug along. If you've got the momentum, it kind of stays there. But YouTube, I mean, yeah, it doesn't drop away to nothing, but if you don't work on it, you do find yourself dropping away. But 30,000 views for the month, which leads to a watch time of 2.8 thousand hours. That's ridiculous. That my little face being watched 2.8 thousand hours worth of time. Thank you all so much. And that added 369 subscribers. So it's cool. It's down a little bit. My best ever was last June, July, when I was adding about 700 subscribers a month. So I would like to get back to those numbers, but subscribers are just a vanity number. It's nice. And for the month, that was £137. So it's not my highest. I think my best I've been doing is about £400 for a month. So that's building up. I mean, if you can get £500 in the Etsy shop and £400 in YouTube, then that's starting to be not too bad. I do other work as well, but the two of them are doing okay. Looking at the real time at the side, you can just see this little peak here. That's all of you watching just now, so thank you so much. I think it's awesome to be able to see real time and just like watch the people growing. So yeah, so this is the 4 to 5 o'clock. We're over 100 views, and it's only at past. So the hour before, 3 to 4, only had 42 views. So thank you for tuning into my live stream. That's so nice. And if you've not seen YouTube dashboards, it's kind of fun. Well, analytics, it's fun to poke about here. They show you your top videos and views. This needle felted cat's head, I don't know if I told you guys this, but that video, if you haven't seen it, I make a needle felted cat's head. Let's story time here. And what had happened, I wanted to do these 3D pictures of a cat's head that had been shown everywhere, had been shared on Facebook. People had been doing them. So I started work on this. I had 3 camera angles. I was going to make the best video ever. And it was several weeks I was working on this cat's head, and every step in the process I was taking pictures and sharing it to social media, and everyone was getting super excited. And I finally finished it. It's not the best cat, it's also not the worst. It was good enough. It's not amazing, but these things happen. But I finished it, and I took the final pictures, and everyone was super excited to see the video, and I got all the videos down. This was hours and hours of videos. I sat down to edit them. One of the cameras had totally corrupted, another one, a few bits. Every time I tried to bring up the video files, everything crashed. I had a nightmare. So I just had to patch together what little bits of video that I had, bung it together into a video, and instead of having the best video in the world, I just had this video with a cat's head. But I thought, well, people were like, we want to see this video, so I put the video out, and it's done amazing. It keeps driving a massive amount of views. So yeah, so the moral of the story is, yeah, just go with it anyway. Lily's, oh, Jasmine, hello there. And Lily's looking at her stats to a stats along. Awesome. I think that's really cool, because it's good to set aside some time to dig into your stats to see what's happening. So if I can prompt you all to look at the stats, then it's a good thing. Back to the screen. So we also have a bit on my latest video. If you didn't see it, I think, did I put that? I put that out on Wednesday morning, and Etsy, no, we're on YouTube now. YouTube gives you some ideas of your first 4 days of this video. It's got more views than normal. Normally get about 500 views, and this has got nearly 800 views. So again, thank you all. And without tooting my own horn, I think this is one of the important videos. It's the start of the year. We're saying Etsy's going to make changes. How do we deal with what these changes are going to be? My average view duration is usually up to about 5 minutes 49, and that has 5 minutes 46, so it's still on the high end. And the watch time is usually up to about 70 hours, and that one got nearly 80 hours, so awesome. Yeah, thank you all. But this gives you a little way of being able to see how your last video did, and then my top videos for the period for the month of January. This cat's head. And then this is so annoying. Last year I made the video, I found Hobbycraft had posted their breakdown for the year of what they thought were going to be the best crafts, and I thought, this is great, I'll make this. I did that video and it's done phenomenal over the year, and I thought, right, let's dive in and look at what Hobbycraft's saying for this year. And they've not made a prediction for this year. So annoying. And then yeah, it's all videos from last year. And then my needle felting long hair video, that was from 2017, and it's still doing really well. And actually I'm going to make another one of these because I have so many different methods. I want to make an in-depth video on how to add the hair to make the different coat types. I don't really have many sitting around with me, but let's see, I've got a couple of little critters. So it's the different ways you can add fur to make like fluffy coats or curly coats. I mean, this is the exact same fiber on a very similar body shape, and then I just got two very different critters. How you can get like tufty terrier types, how you can get really dense coats like the Samoyed I did, all these kind of things. So that's in the planning. Yeah, so Delia, waking up to join. Where's my coffee? Sorry, I'd make you a coffee, but I'm off the coffee just now, although it's freezing and I could do with one. George, really liked your video on selling original pieces. Thank you so much. We can actually have a nosy and see how that one did in a minute. But yeah, I find the start of the year is really awesome for, like, I'm feeling inspired. I've been away for Christmas and I've got all these ideas for what I think are cool videos, cool things that I want to talk about. And that the original pieces one, that was a thing, because I hear it so often. People will say, oh, you just can't sell original items on Etsy. And I think that's so sad. And there's even plenty of the influencers, plenty of the people trying to help with videos and blogs and all the other things. A lot of them are like print on demand or mass produced things, and so all their ideas are on how you can do it with mass produced items. So I just really wanted to say, okay, I'm not a millionaire. I'm not doing as well as I'm sure there's plenty of you doing better than me, but it is possible to sell one-of-a-kind original stuff. It is possible to sell completely handmade things. You don't have to be mass manufactured in China or something. Oh, Javier has given the coffee. Thank you so much. Yeah, but so thank you so much, George. Right. So yeah, I said we'd go and have a look. Just trying to remember all the things that I'm actually allowed to show you on YouTube, which is most things. I'm just not allowed to show you individual ad metrics, like proper money. So I've got to be careful of what I click on. But yeah, so here's, you can't sell the original art on Etsy, which has got 605 views. Let's have a look at the details. I can go into the analytics. And yeah, it's cool to look at your analytics. You can see how videos perform. I would love more details like this from Etsy, to be able to see the views in our shop for individual things in this kind of format would be so cool. But yeah, we're not getting it. So what you've got is the blue line is the views that my video was getting, and this kind of grey line is your average views, what something does. So as you can see, it's just skirting the top of the average, which is pretty cool. We lost 2 subscribers. Alright, anyway, so that's about it for the YouTubes. But yeah, just a quick look. I know a few of you, Lily and George, plenty of people do actually have YouTube channels. We really will have to get together a little, get all the links for all of your channels and put them up somewhere, because I like the idea of our little creative community. You don't have to have YouTube to sell, but I think it really does help with a little something different. That's just my thoughts. Have I had my face in a bad place all this time? That better. Alright, I don't know, sorry. Distracted. Oh, Delia, give the video a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Yes, please, if you're liking this, give me a thumbs up. Oh, I'm hitting. There we go. We have 14 likes and 35 people watching. So come on, thumbs up. Gonna bug you. Just being daft. Just if you want to. Anyway, okay. I think we've rattled through a lot of what I was wanting to talk about. So if you guys have any questions, comments, little bits of chit chat, also let me know what's coming up with you. If you've got videos you're creating that are going to go live, if you've got things you're working on in Pam Duthie's Crafty Friends, the Facebook group. I know Rosanny was asking what are we all working on. She's done a marvellous papier-mâché jester. Fantastic. So I love seeing what everyone's up to. Right, but yeah, just let me know what projects you're doing, what you're thinking of, and if we have nothing more, I think I'll be finishing up early so I can go and get my dinner. Dinner. What do you call your evening meal? Tea, dinner, or what? Random. Anyway, oh, up to 17 likes. Thank you all so much. Oh, Skywolf, hello there. Something is confusing you. Do we have to pay taxes with Etsy, or how do we do tax returns? That depends on what country you're in. I legally can't give tax advice because I'm not a tax person. But yes and no. I can tell you from the UK perspective, if you make less than if you make less than £1,000 in a year on your online business, then you don't even have to report that to the tax office. That's just yours. To be perfectly honest, it'll cost them more to try and chase up everybody from that, and they don't get anything from it anyway. So here in the UK, cool, yep. So if you're below £1,000 total income, that's not profit, but if your sales are less than £1,000, you don't have to announce that at all. However, I would register yourself with the HMRC, just because it makes it a bit easier for when you build up. They're quite friendly. But you just register. You can register your shop name, register yourself as a sole trader rather than a business, because when everything starts to become complicated when you're a business. But it's all the same thing. Basically, the difference is, as a sole trader, this means the money's all yours. There's not, so if you take everything that comes in is your money and you're taxed on it, whereas a business, there's different ways of taxing it and you pay yourself, but you need an accountant to not to fiddle, to sort all of that. But register yourself as a sole trader unless you're massive. If you're hitting the VAT threshold, then you might as well register as a business, get an accountant, do everything. But otherwise, sole trader. And then, yes, you do have to file tax returns. I have actually recorded a video on this, but I didn't like it very much and I haven't edited it yet. But I'll edit it. I'll edit it and put it up. It's just got a lot of basic advice for the UK. So if you're over £1,000, you have to tell HMRC everything. It's not as complicated as it used to be. Now you just have to tell them. You can do what they call cash basis, which is just basically, rather than having to stock take what proportion of all your supplies you've used up and everything, your expenses are when you buy something, your income is when you get the money for it, and you take one away from the other and you tell them that's what you get, what you got, if that kind of makes sense. And with everything, with Etsy all being online now, they're not the best. Their stats aren't the best for us, but it's good enough. You can say, this is the amount of money that came into my bank. This is how much I spent. Make sure I buy everything using PayPal, so then I just have to look at my PayPal account for how much I spent. Keep a hang of. I'm trying not to hit things. Right, I get these files which have 12. They have 12 little sections in them, just for one for each month of the year, and any receipts or anything, you just put them in the respective place, and that's easy to keep a hang of. And basically it's tiny, it can live under the sofa or down the side of the couch, like that. So that's super handy to keep a track of everything, but just keep a track of what you make, what you spend, tell the tax man that. Lily, outside of the jewellery, you're about to decoupage some shelves with beer labels. Something different indeed. That sounds cool. Right, we need pictures of that. That sounds really cool. Scully's House of Thrillers, hello there. Skywolf, I don't think I'll be making 1,000. Sorry, I got so confused. Yeah, I totally understand that. I don't. In Scotland, anyway, we have a place called the Business Gateway, which helps you setting up your new business. It's a super friendly kind of place. I went there before when I was setting up as a driving instructor, and you get courses, you get a bit of help on how to do your taxes and everything, and they can just explain everything, and it's free. So if you have a Business Gateway or something similar wherever you are, I would definitely go along, and they can just give you that bit of help. Like I say, I can't give you actual tax advice, but also HMRC, like I say, they're not horrible. If you're stuck on something, phone them up and ask them, email them. They also do online courses. I've not joined any of them yet because I'm busy, but they help as well. Catherine, this info is so useful, thank you for covering it. You are most welcome. If there's any, I am not an expert on anything, but I struggle my way through and I try and figure it out myself. So if there's anything you need to know, I'll do my best. George on the Rocks, is the threshold the same for YouTube? Yeah, absolutely. YouTube, the same, is considered an online income. So if you're making less than 1,000, don't start worrying. I just had to tell them about YouTube last year. So yeah. Veronica, January was crazy high month for sales, so I didn't get to do all the New Year refreshing, working on shooting photos of the old listings. Yay! Congratulations. Yeah, that's kind of the problem. You have all the plans for the things that you should be doing, but when stuff gets busy, I think of my shop like a kind of jumbo sale now. I had everything all tidied up and neat and nice pictures and doing everything sensibly. But I've had like people from last February, people have just kind of been through my shop like a swarm of locusts throwing stuff about, and I'm just basically trying to stack it up the best I can, but it looks a bit of a mess. So my shop's not as awesome as it should be. I'm never ahead. Like, I don't have stuff for Valentine's Day. That's not going to happen. I miss Halloween me. I should have Halloween items everywhere. So, right. So someone remind me in the summer. We're going to do Halloween themes. We're going to have a month of Halloween in like August or something. Catherine, you have business spreadsheets with income, costs and expenses. You update every day, which shows how much profit I've made minus costs. So when you complete tax return, it'll be simple. Awesome. Every day is really good. I'm definitely not that good. I wonder, can I? I'm just looking for some of my spreadsheets. I love spreadsheets. If I pull up a blank one. So this, I actually made this sheet when I was a driving instructor. Oh, sorry, stop messing you about. When I was a driving instructor, and this was from the business gateway, I worked on what to do, and this is the kind of sheet I do, and I fill them in. Well, it's monthly, so I have a little tab for every single month, and you just basically you fill in. There's a section here for income and then for expenditure. So I put the date, I put what I earned, and then this is all unnecessarily a little bit complicated if you're taking in money to different bank accounts and things. But basically, yeah, how much you earned and what you put it into the bank. And then the expenditure again, the date I paid it out, who I paid it out to, did I put it into the bank or keep it as cash? And then you just break down everywhere. This was, as I say, for a driving instructor thing, so you included the franchise fees for the franchise, petrol, phone and internet, car maintenance. So you just break down what your expenses are basically, and that's how you do that. But that's a little bit unnecessarily complicated, but you need some kind of a system that you can keep track of. What did I just hit? I would love to say that I do my taxes every month. You really, really should. I don't. I absolutely don't. I leave it to January, I panic, and I try and do my entire year's worth of tax returns in 2 days or something. So don't be like me. That's about all I can say there. Skywolf, making my own business hoodie and going to needle felt my Etsy on it. When you wash needle felting, is it a cold wash? It depends how it's. Well, yes, it will be. Once it's needle felted onto a garment, the biggest thing I would more worry about on a hotter wash is it would felt more and maybe pull the fabric. But it should be fairly robust by that stage. Lily, we're going on a summer Halloween. I'm not even going to try and sing it, but I won't make you suffer with my singing. Alright, anyway guys, I think that will do us, and that's been awesome. As always, if you have any questions, want to know about things, message me. Keep an eye out. I've got hopefully a couple of good videos in the going, and we'll be having this guy will be coming up soon. I have been filming as I've been making him, so he's right. I'll ask you guys this. Would you prefer a video that showed the making, because I'm obviously gonna color him, I'm gonna give him his full body and everything. Would you prefer a video that showed how to do the face and then a video doing the body, or do you want to see the full baby Yoda? And just let me know. And if you just want to see the face, then obviously apart from a bit of shading, I'm almost done with him. he's actually not too uncute, then I can do that, or otherwise a few more days to do the body. But just let me know what you think. And then just check the chat and then we'll be ready to go. Catherine, if I didn't do it every day I'd get too far behind. Yeah. Oh, I completely agree. I wish I keep telling myself I'll put aside every Friday to do my taxes, and yeah, no, that hasn't happened. So if someone could come along and slap me every Friday and say, Pam, do your taxes, things would be so much easier. But you're right, 5 minutes every day would be so much easier than what I do. Veronica, have a great week. Thank you. And yourself. Lily Tree, thanks. Thank you for stopping in. It's good to see you. George, thanks. Always a pleasure. So George is saying full baby Yoda. And Trisha, is it Trisha? Is that how I say it? Full baby Yoda. So you're all up for the full thing. Cool. I will totally do that. So Yoda will take a little bit longer, but I think it will be worth it. I think so. I'm waiting to see how it all turns up. Demetra, thank you. Have a good weekend. Good week. Oh, why am I adding words? Heart and soul, have a great week. Thank you so much. Dimitrova, thanks. Guys, thank you so much. Right. You have a great time. Do something creative. And I'll catch you next time.